What's going on with it, man? You already know what it is and who it is, man. It's the masterpiece, mouthpiece, Sinful The P. Speaking so fluently and eloquently, man, in the spectacular vernacular called realism, man, one more again. And before I begin, allow me to get some information just in case if somebody decides to have a conversation with me later on. They could go to Instagram, put in SIN_FUL, get into the DM and let me know that you come from YouTube. Also, I'm going to give you my government and my pavement for Facebook. My government, PHILLIP GILMORE. Get into the inbox on that page and let me know that you come from YouTube. Or you can go to my pavement page, SINFUL GILMORE. Get into the inbox and let me know that you come from YouTube. Or you can go to my Snapchat. It's only for the ladies, not for the fellas, not for the ladies that's wishing upon a star that they was a lady. You know what I mean? No, man, it's for the females that was born females and evolved into beautiful, attractive, infinite-minded ass women, man. Bring your beautiful big head ass to Snapchat, chop it up with me, man. Snapchat, SINFULTHEP. Fellas, stop hitting me. Man, I've been fucking with you since my first video. Okay, then stop fucking with me, man. I told y'all to stop requesting me on Snapchat. My website, SINFULTHEP. You know what I mean? www.sinfulthep.net. That's www.sinfulthep.net. So if you want consultation from me for 30 minutes, you can go to my website. You know what I mean? Make an appointment. You know what I mean? 30 minutes, $75. An hour for $150. Hit the consultation button and we can get this on, man. You know I love all of you. But I wanted to give some encouragement and also some enlightenment to my brothers that's temporarily hoeless and doughless. I've been there. I know what it's like, you know what I mean, to sleep up in a car rental P. I know what it's like, you know what I mean, to sleep up in bathroom stalls. I know what it's like to go to sleep up in that Greyhound, waiting to, you know what I'm saying, the game bless you with your next hoe. You know what I mean? But, you know, I want you to know, man, that, you know, we delayed, but we can never be denied, baby. You know what I'm saying? The pimping can be delayed, but we can never be denied. What's to come is definitely better than what's been. The crucifixion definitely come before the resurrection. But if you stay down, you know what I mean, and you stay in position, the game is going to bless you to have that hoe in possession. So you can be a blessing to your game, man, to your pimping, to your campaign. You know what I mean? So I just had to sit up there, man, and give some words of encouragement. But let me give some enlightenment as well. Currently right now, while you don't got a room or apartment or a house, and you ain't got a pee partner to call and ask for a jug, and you don't know what the fuck to do, you don't even got a vehicle, and you hoping that the game make a miracle, you know what I'm saying, in 2 seconds. Hey, man, check it out. While you ain't got no ends, a lot of time, man, top of the morning, you could go up in the day's end, you know what I mean, and still get you some breakfast. If you buy Embassy Suites, especially if you the way that I used to be, you know what I mean, it still is, you know what I mean, it's just summertime, I'm chilling. But if you one of them suited and booted P's that stay with the shirt and tie, you know what I mean, always sharp, well groomed, okay, you know what I mean, and that's just the power of the suit. If you always suited and booted P, top of the morning, you can slide up in that Embassy Suites. And I guarantee you, if you got a suit on, a shirt and tie, and you clean, they gonna already think that you got a room there. It never fails. Nobody ever asks me, sir, do you have a room here? I never got that question at the Embassy Suites. And the reason why is because I was clean as hell. And a lot of times when I used to come in there top of the morning and eat, you know what I mean, at the Embassy Suites, top of the morning when I was hoeless and doughless, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have $1 to my pocket, but I still looked like I had an innumerable amount, you know what I mean, of dollars, simply because, you know what I mean, just keeping that thing all the way 100 real, you know what I mean, I always stayed sharp. Now, if you would have looked at my appearance, it would have looked like I was 10 or 20 deep, but at that particular time, I didn't even have $20 in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't one of the motherfuckers that, you know, because I'm hoeless and doughless, I'm gonna get into an attitude to make, you know, some depressing, discouraging status on Facebook on some woe is me type shit. Please, bitch, somebody choose me, bitch type shit. I've never been that type of nigga. You know what I mean? Plus, you know, I'm Sinful The P. I'm not gonna go long without having no hoe. You know what I'm saying? That was always my mentality. You know, so because of those who have that mentality, reality is you never really go hoeless and doughless for no century. All these niggas talking about they was hoeless and doughless for a year or years. You know what I mean? These niggas ain't even pimps. I'm just gonna be real with you. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be going hoeless and doughless for no year or no years, nigga, especially if you in your youth. I'm just giving you the truth. So you can sit up there and listen to all these old niggas, these Oscar award winning male actresses lie to you and give you this sorry ass, you understand me, story that's depressing, and they waited on 1,000 years to finally get their blessing from the game. Hey man, when you really truly, you know what I mean, is this shit, and you really got something to say to a bitch, when you got an all you can hear buffet, you know what I mean, for a bitch ear, you know what I mean, to really give her something to hear, you're not really gonna sit up there and go long, man. Go no damn year and months and months and months and months, you know, without no hoe. You might go months or a year without something solid, but ain't nowhere in the world you went a whole year without an interview, without a breaking, without, you understand me, getting somebody out of pocket, a fly by night. You know what I mean? Niggas be talking about some, they went hoeless and doughless without a fly by night, a breaking, getting somebody out of pocket. Come on, man, are you dead? Anyway, you know, in these particular times while you going through it, and some of you might don't have a P partner, your P partner might have been locked up, your P partner might have been dead, or the game might not have blessed you yet. You know, this game is still a lonely man's game. So, you know, while you waiting on that, like I said, if it's an Embassy Suites around you, put on your casual wear or get suited and booted, you know what I mean, the top of the morning, man, just sit up there, man, and grab your plate, P, you know what I mean, to get your eat on, man, and you already know, you know, to get you about a plate or two, because your ass probably ain't got enough no money to get you lunch and dinner. So, you know, you better have that breakfast, lunch, and dinner and get you some nourishment so you can hit the pavement, man, and hope that the game give you this development on today, man. It's just certain hotels, man, that was a blessing to me, man, you know, during my time of transition when I was between hoes. And, you know, during those times, the Comfort Inn used to be cool. You know what I mean? I remember the times, man, the Comfort Inn used to have them yogurts, and I'd stack up on the motherfucking yogurts and shit. You know what I mean? And that's how I made it, man. You know what I mean? I know a lot of times, P's, they like to show you hundreds or hundreds of thousands, or, you know what I mean, different hundreds of $1,000s, you know what I mean, worth of jewelry, or a car that costs over 500,000. But they never tell you about the adversity, difficulty, or sometimes going through a correctional facility, you know what I mean, to reach this destination. They don't have these things within their conversation. And that's why I'm giving you, you know what I mean, everything in totality. I don't just tell you about the highs or the A's on my report card. I tell you about the F's, because I know my mouthpiece is magnificent. So I know a lot of young people gonna be influenced to want to do this and want to do that. And I have to tell you about, you know what I mean, that jail cell. I got to tell you about prison. I got to put that in your vision also. And I also got to tell you about the times that Sinful The P, you know what I mean, was in them bathroom stalls, you know what I mean, in them Las Vegas casinos, when I didn't have, you know what I mean, a room, or if I didn't have an apartment, or if I didn't have a house, you know what I mean, I was up in the bathroom stalls, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, it didn't got that bad. I done slept in a rental car before. You know what I mean? Campaign. I know what it's like to go 4 or 5 days without sleep. Blood, eyes shot red. You know what I mean? Campaigning. You know what I mean? I know what that's like. You know what I mean? And those really that been in the lifestyle know that you got to go through it to get to it. All these niggas that say that they never leaked, you know, they never been hoeless, 9 out of 10 they never pimp. Because like I keep saying, when you pimping accordingly and you got this no compromisation shit about you, you know what I mean, and you ain't signed that deal, that 304 no 16 proposition deal, and you really, you know what I mean, on a mission to just completely, accordingly, pimp according to the rules and regulations of the game, you know what I mean, you gonna have ups and downs. You know what I mean, it's gonna go up and down. One day you could be counting racks, one day you bailing your P partner out, one day you giving one P partner jugs, one day you shopping, you know, one day you put money in each account, one day you could be making investments, and then another day you can be in confinement, you know what I mean, hoping that you could get back in on the pavement and get your liberty in society. You know what I mean? That's just how it be. And for those of you that have been thinking about becoming participants of the game, if you can't handle that part, then you don't need to be a participant of the game. And honestly, to keep it real with you, don't be a participant of the game. I don't encourage any of you to join a lifestyle that's contrary to the law, but at the same particular time, I know that some of y'all gonna do what you're gonna do anyway. So I'd rather for you to have the right information so you can avoid misunderstandings and confrontation and hopefully incarceration for an eternity. Because in the era that we live in, you know what I mean, if you make one mistake, that one mistake can cost you your life. That one mistake I have you serving, you know what I mean, a prison sentence and losing your whole existence. You know what I mean? That one mistake, I have your mama visiting you and looking at a TV screen, you know what I mean, in the jail cell. So if I can give some information and exhortation to prevent that, I'm always gonna do that. You know what I mean? But to my P's that's authentic and truly in it, you know what I mean, and you going through it temporarily, always remember, P, all of us been through it. You know what I mean? Some that got arrogant, you know what I mean, and they act like they ain't never went through nothing, and you see them popping it and putting on an Oscar award performance and acting like they better than you. Some of them done seen y'all campaign from here to there, ain't offered you a jug. You might be an honorary motherfucker like me, because, you know what I mean, the only motherfucker that can say that they jug Sinful The P is Freeze. If any other P say that they gave Sinful The P a jug, he's lying, because number one, I never asked for a jug, and number two, when P's used to offer me a jug, I never would accept it. Because in this era that we live in, niggas don't give jugs to be beneficial to those that's official. Niggas give jugs just to be able to say that they was beneficial to the official. That's the type of niggas we got today. But for those of you, man, you know what I mean, another thing that I can give you, sometimes the best jug really be just to get on the phone, man, and chop it up with some pimping. You know what I mean? Rather than them green papers with dead hypocrites on it, sometimes, man, you just need to reminisce and retrospect about ancient times, you know what I mean, when you was sitting over there obtaining and maintaining and really having it your way. So you need to stay away from not having it his way to P, or never had it his way to P, and get around them niggas that's having it or didn't had it, you know what I mean? And so you can sit up there, man, and hear, you know what I mean, there's some testimonies, you know what I mean, on the pavement, you know what I mean, from the old pavement days to the new pavement days, you know what I'm saying? And that'll sit up there and give you that energy and make you want to get into a continuity to sit up there, man, and campaign. And if you keep that mentality, reality is you gonna knock a hoe today. You know what I mean? I love you. I hope you live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. Stay encouraged, P. Love.